Michael, thank you for joining me. I'm excited to learn about Horizon blockchain games. So let's dive right into it. Why don't you introduce yourself and what your company's working on, and then we'll have a conversation.
Awesome. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, so I'm Michael, one of the co-founders at Horizon Blockchain Games, and we're building a new dimension where economies are fun, accessible, and for the benefit of all participants. So we're focused on driving Web3 adoption by making it easy, fun, and powerful for both users and developers. And we have two products to do this. One is called Sequence, and the other is called Skyweaver. Sequence, in a nutshell, consists of two primary components. So Sequence is a smart wallet for crypto, NFTs, Web3, and the metaverse. Sequence is also a developer platform for Ethereum, any other EVM compatible chain, whether you're building, NFTs, marketplaces, DeFi protocols, dApps in general. So that's Sequence in a nutshell. And then we have Skyweaver, which is our free-to-play trading card game where you can win, own, trade, sell, gift, and even earn yield on your NFT cards.
When people might ask, hey, is there a target age and is there a minimum age? I have two boys, 9 and 12 years old. So obviously for me, it's like, okay, maybe you made it for 20 and 30-year-olds, but can my kids play it? So can you talk a bit about the community of players that would engage with these games?
Yeah, totally. So your kids can definitely play it. We've made it free to play and browser based, so it's accessible. And we've designed it to be game first. Our lead game designer used to work on Magic the Gathering. We have a lot of trading card game professionals on our team. So it's game first, designed for people who don't necessarily know anything about crypto or blockchain. And in fact, 80% of our private beta user base thus far doesn't know much about Web3 or crypto. And of course, though, we have built the game like trading card enthusiasts. They adore it. We have like Pokemon World Champion in there. Legends from the popular TCGs that are out there are playing Skyweaver. But yeah, man, it's accessible and your kids can definitely play it.
When it comes to the technology, because a lot of people are in the Web3 space and a lot of people are in gaming, but there's a limit to the number of peers that you and your team have. And part of that, which from what I've heard, is like it's a bit of a hurdle to bring these things together and make it usable for people. So maybe if we talk tech, tell me an area of tech that has been maybe easier than you anticipated to develop and an area that maybe has been a bit more challenging. And just because I think people are looking for insights as they consider, should we go into Web3 games?
Right. So I'm not sure if any of the areas have been easier than we anticipated, though what we've done is we've simplified and solved a lot of the issues that we had to overcome to build a game and a dApp in the first place. So we've productized all of that infrastructure and all of the developer tools to make it easy for the next builders to seamlessly connect with Ethereum or Polygon or any of these other EVM compatible chains. Something that we had to do was actually co-author the ERC 1155 multi-token standard for representing non-fungible, fungible, and semi-fungible tokens. And we needed to do this in order to properly represent cards in our trading card game, because with ERC 1155, you can have multiple copies of the same asset, which is different than the 721. And this also helps with price discovery in the market, because if you have just one of one goods, it's each item of 721 is its individual market. Whereas we created the 1155, so if you're trading a blue dragon and it trades for $5, the next one should be around the same price. And we've also, to accompany the 1155 standard, we also built the Nifty Swap protocol, which it's a decentralized exchange. You can think of it like Uniswap for NFTs and ERC 1155. So that was a big endeavor amongst many others that we've successfully achieved, and along with our smart contract wallet that really offers users a lot of capabilities with user friendliness and security so that anyone can connect to Web3 in the metaverse and doesn't need to know anything about crypto or blockchain to do so.
For the 1155 protocol, was that a transition from 721, or was it from the very get-go? And is it interoperable the way you're doing things? Are you working with the engine chain? Give me a little insight on if you had a transition or if it was from the very beginning, and if there's a specific blockchain that you're focused on, or if it's interoperable at this point, please.
Yeah, so ERC 1155 works across any EVM compatible chain, like, Ethereum, Polygon, Optimism, Arbitrum, as they roll out. And yeah, it was actually right from the outset, we realized that the 721 would be inefficient for us. It just wouldn't work. So we never implemented it into Skyweaver or anything. We started with 1155 right from the get-go. Of course, the day we started the company, we didn't know we would have to create that, but we discovered it pretty quickly.
As far as the future goes, we're all heads down. We don't even know what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone next week. So I'm not asking you to be a prophet or anything, but a positive projection. If I say to you, NFT 2024, what type of things are you projecting, hoping for, driving for, building toward that you'd like to see materialize in your world or just in the general Web3 space in the next couple of years?
I want everyone to have easy access to Web3 and for it to be accessible and understandable for the average person, and not some esoteric concept that, like at NFT.NYC, there's going to be a lot of crypto folks. Many of us have been in this space for a long time, but we really want to open it up to the entire world who aren't necessarily going to understand like what's a layer 1, or what's a layer 2, or what are these protocols. We just want to allow everyone to be able to use these applications and to have fun with them, and of course potentially derive some economic value from it as well, but to really enable access to this next generation of the internet.
Well, as a dad, I love that. As a guy with a lot of young people on my team, I think that's a great pursuit. How about a final word? We like to keep these short and shareable. So if you had all the Times Square billboards and you could post a message to all of NFT.NYC, you got the attention of 5,000+ people. What's a final word or a call to action that you might want to give?
Love and play.
There it is, everybody. Love and play.
I think if we can infuse Web3 with values like that and openness and collaboration, we're going to achieve something beyond any of our imaginations right now, because collaborating will achieve so much more. And I think that this is the future we can usher in, and it's already happening. So yeah, love and play, just to keep it simple on the billboard.
Well, I'm glad that you said that. For those that are watching this live or see the archive, my name is Utile. I'm one of the co-producers at NFT.NYC, and I'm very, very thankful that you jumped in and joined me, Michael, and told us about what you're working on. And I expect incredible success for you and your team time and time again as you develop things. And my kids, they're grateful that there's people out there developing Web3 games, because they understand the thousands of hours they've invested into the Minecrafts and the Fortnites of the world are not their own. None of the thing they've invested their time and energy into belongs to them. And it's leaders like you that are changing that narrative. So thank you for doing that.